Hey, I know I haven't made a video for a couple days, but I was just watching something, the Josh Frawley show. He has a YouTube page, channel, whatever you want to call it, and something about today or a couple of days ago or a little while ago, there was this 10-year-old kid that did not want to clean a cop car, and he gets tasered. And what makes this worse yet is that after he tasered the boy, the boy pretty much passed out, and the cop didn't call 911 just because the boy jokingly did not want to clean the cop car. Seriously, what's fun in that for a boy? Cleaning. Wow. Boys don't really like cleaning unless it's on their own time and stuff like that. But I was thinking, yeah, sure, there may be good cops out here, but a point that he made was that a good cop would be arresting that cop for pretty much abusing the child. And it's just funny how a lot of weird things happen on Halloween because of the veil between this world and the supernatural world until it gets thin enough where the supernatural world actually comes out. And another point that he made was that if a cop has done this, then that cop most likely thinks it's okay because he's a repeat offender. But another tie-in to this would be that I saw a picture on Facebook a couple days ago. I forgot what day it was, but sometime within this last week or two. I think it might have been yesterday. But anyways, excuse me, that this cop in full combat gear with a high-powered rifle, not a sniper rifle, just a high-powered rifle, not a banana clip, like a semi-banana clip towards the straight side, and this guy was taking pictures and stuff, and this cop, SWAT, whatever he is, literally was sighting the barrel down the scope or down the lens of the camera. It is that close of range, not even 5 feet apart. And there are riots and supposed riots in New York, down on Wall Street. Those weren't really riots. They were more like peace riots. And then the cops, who dressed in plain clothes, would stand in the crowd to try and make it more of a riot. And they were arrested, as in cops in plain clothes. Then they would change and come out as cops. It's just getting so bad out there with the cops. There was this one woman who was literally raped on a freeway while she was on her time of the month by a cop. Literally, her tampon was pulled out and she was raped right in front of her freaking children. How much abuse do we have to take from these cops anymore? You know, the cops in my area, sure, they might be labeled under the good cop category. There's some bad apples around here, but around here, we don't always have the high-powered crime, and except for a town that's less than a half hour away from me where some of the cops are literally dirty. And my question is to whoever reads this or watch this, is that how much do we have to take as a docile nation to try and stand up to the cops? How much is enough? When will we stand up? When will parents stand up for their children getting tasered by cops, no less? Sometimes I wonder if people are just seen as cops just to do some of this. You know, big boys with big toys. The mindset is fairly different, but split hair difference when they become men. When boys turn into men. And it's just this nation is so stupid anymore. You know, with the war going on for over 10 years, seriously, come on. We don't need another 100-year fucking war. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm kind of pissed. It's just so bad. When do we suffer the consequences? I'm having enough trouble with the election of what the women's rights is going to be between Roe versus Wade, if that's going to get repealed, if we're going to have less rights than what we do now, because we're not even equal in rights yet. And I'm wondering, is there going to be another wave of feminism? Seriously, when is enough going to be enough? And I'm also challenging if Planned Parenthood's going to be still going, because that's needed for a lot of people. And there's something to do with birth control, and I'm still wrestling with the gag order. Well, the gag order, for one of my classes, I was doing a research on abortion. There's a pro, there was intermediate, and then there was the against. Obviously, that's what he wanted. And we were supposed to apply these ethical rules like the divine command theory and Thomas Aquinas and some of those. Well, since I did the intermediate, I couldn't find anything that was very well intermediate. It was either this or either that. So it was hard to find really an intermediate. And the gag order is what Republicans do when they come into the Senate and the seat of power, about stopping for a while the funding for abortions and stuff. But as Democratic people come into power in this country, the gag order is lifted. And then we have that power back to choose. Alright, I was also doing some research on some more political views. From what I've seen, Mitt Romney's wishy-washy about abortion, and most of his campaign status is coming from his religious background. And then Obama, well, in 2008, I couldn't find anything for the president on YouTube, but he was pro-choice, which, yeah, I understand why he's pro-choice, because for some instances there are, you know, like rape and incest. I can understand if you want to go full term and give the baby up for adoption, because there's a lot of people that need to adopt babies because they can't have kids. And I can also see having an abortion, because why would you want to have that memory? Because you're going to be reliving it over and over again. But anyways, I can maybe try and get some more homework done. But it's just in the end, this nation is so docile. It's like taking a kitten away from the mother. But if you take the cub from a mother bear, is two completely different stories or outcomes to something so similar. Because If you take a kitten away from the mother cat, the cat will barely do anything. Just make sure it's okay. And when she finds out it's okay, then she just waits. Now, a mother bear on hand will literally fight you to the death over her child. Nowadays, to compare these stories, America's become more like the mother cat, not the mother bear like it used to be in the beginning. I've always wondered this, with all that's happening, are our forefathers literally turning over in their graves? Are our founding fathers literally turning over in their graves? I'm still wondering, because it's all these issues in America nowadays that people don't realize what's going on in this country versus all the other countries. And the reason why the U.S. helps all the other countries when they need to help this country first, that's their first freaking priority, is that, you know, in case we have trouble, we have people that will help us. It's just basically a political arrangement. That's all it is. And people going out of this country to adopt, yeah, I understand. They get an opportunity for a better life too. But think of all the kids that are out on the streets in this country, surviving. But the only way they can survive is selling their bodies. And then, you know, you need more foster homes, and some foster homes kids get abused in, and some stay in the system for so long till they're 18, that's all they know. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to maybe try and do some more homework, or maybe have some downtime, but thank you for listening. See you next time.